Hi, it's Lynn here from the Learn English Network, and as you can see, we're in the reception office part of the sim at the academy. I just asked everybody if they read my message, and there was complete and total silence.
On Discord? But in Discord or where? Because
No, in group chat. You should have a message from me in group chat, LEN members group chat. It should be
today,
a
yeah.
notification top
I
right.
received it.
Good.
I got it.
Okay, when you get sent a message, even if you're offline in group chat, if you've got your permission set up, you'll get a notification about it. If not, if you don't have those permissions set up, when you log in, they'll appear in the top right corner of your viewer. Okay, and the only way to get rid of them is to click on close. Okay, so for example, Jessie just sent me a message. I didn't read it, Jessie, because we're talking in nearby chat. Okay, that way everybody can see what you write. The only time we use private messages if we're playing a game and or we're doing a test and I ask you to send me your answer in private message, just so other people can't copy your answer. So can you type hello in nearby chat, Jessie? Can you see it? It should be like a little speech bubble called conversations. Control plus T will
hello.
work as well. Control.
I'm trying to find the message you sent us.
Well done.
Oh, what are you doing in the forum?
Well done. Yeah.
Oh my God, she's followed us here. Oh no.
She's just so
The
following
forum woman
us.
followed us here. Well done, you made it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, Jessie.
You made it.
It's not a message I sent in the forum, it's a message I sent in Kitely. On Monday, I added you to the group, LEN members, and that means you can receive group messages. Now, in your viewer, where you can see all this, everything around you, at the top right, you should see a little icon or a little button. I've cleared mine already. And you should see group messages or message from group or something. Can't remember what it says. But if you click on it, you'll get any messages that have been sent to the LEN members group. Okay? Shiny, have you read the message? I know sometimes you get lag.
You mean where to meet?
Where to
to
meet
in
and
that-
what the topic today is, yes. Did you find it? Okay, the other thing you can do, Jessie, is there's a button with two little people on it called People, Friends, Groups and Nearby People. Now the control for that is Control, Shift and A.
Let me find first. Oh my God, so many buttons.
I know.
Where's the button?
Well, my buttons tend to be different places because you can move them around. So it looks like two people's head and shoulders standing next to each other. Okay. But try Control Shift A. So Control Shift A and it will pop up.
Control? Oh, I see.
Yeah?
Okay.
there are usually
Control.
there are usually shortcuts. So Control T.
Control T. Okay.
Okay, that will show you nearby chat. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so here is nearby chat. And that everybody can read that, okay? And then Control plus Shift plus A will bring up people. And there you'll see groups. And
Groups. Yes, I see groups.
Good. You should see LEN members.
LEN. Yes, I see.
And if you double click on that, or click, I'm not sure if it's a one click or a two click. Okay, then you should see any group notifications. Okay.
It says in Russian that I'm in this group now.
Yep.
If I just click on the exclamation mark nearby these two LEN members.
Yep.
So, uh, I see there's an URL. URL.
That's right,
I-
yes.
i-
Okay, so what I
Is
do,
this?
that's it, exactly, Shiny, yes. So what I do, when I remember, I try to send you a group notification before the session so that you know what the vocabulary challenge will be. The last few weeks we were talking about pets and exotic pets, but now we're swapping to vocabulary challenge 78, and I've given you the link there. Now, if you can't get in, it means you've got to join the vocabulary challenge group. But this session is generally, we deal with vocabulary challenge topics, so it's worth either having a go or just keeping an eye on it and looking what's happening there. All right. So let me see. Kevin had a go, Nina had a go, and Shiny had a go. Shiny, you did a great job. Um, so what I'd like to do is first get Shiny to read her corrected version. Is that okay, Shiny? If you'd like to read that out loud?
Yes.
Okay, so what Shiny did was followed the instructions. And I
Uh,
gave everybody a picture to look at in the Moodle groups, okay, on our Moodle page. And what I'll do now, just to be nice, I'll share that picture with you, okay? Oh, I can hear, don't forget to mute. It's very thumpy, Jessie. So I can
Yes.
hear you typing away.
oh,
So, yeah, don't forget to mute. Mute, unmute, mute, unmute. That's the main thing, okay? So, let me just close that down. There you go. Yeah, the link is, okay, I'll put the link here. There you are. The link is in nearby chat now. Okay. Oh, trying to close that down. It's always difficult. There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is share a picture with you. Now, Jessie, you might not be familiar with this, but what I do is I take a picture out of my oh, you can't open it. Okay, it's a it's a link to an external website. Okay, it's in the forum. So if you're not able to open it, it might mean you're not a member of the Vocabulary Challenge group, in which case go here and apply to join. Okay. Okay, so the picture is to do with the topic from that vocabulary challenge. Okay. Now I would ask you not to reshare it because I'm allowed to share it with students, but it's not for general publication. Okay. So keep it in your own files, own folders, personal use if you wish. Don't share it online. Okay. So there you go. And you'll notice it's called the embezzler. I love that word because I can never remember how to spell it. It's got a double Z in it.
Embezzlement. Yeah, we hear a lot of that word.
Yeah,
For
I'll
embezzlement.
bet. I'll
Yeah.
bet.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sadly, it is something that happens in these days.
Quite a lot.
Yeah, it's money addiction, basically. Money addicts can't help themselves. They're addicted to money, and they're like anybody who's addicted to anything. They will do anything to get that fix. Okay, Jessie, I'm not sure why you can't open it, but don't worry about it. I'll post up the corrected text that Shiny's going to read in local chat, okay? So you can follow along. So what happened was Shiny Oh, Jessie, could you type in local chat, not in private? It's really distracting if you post in private chat all the time. Okay, so that's it. Yay! Thank you. The- this is the place. Yeah. Otherwise, I get this notification and it goes in my ear, and it's just distracting. So, Shiny wrote about the picture that you can now hopefully see, and she wrote a story about it, and it was very well done, I thought, because it was like a newspaper interview. So, Shiny, if you would like to read the text, but the corrected text, okay?
An interview of a conman. His excuses. What's your name? I'm Mado. What do you do? I'm an intellectual criminal. Well, lots of people call me that. Though I would say I became successful making money by using my brain and the computer. How do you make money? Well, I use credit cards, debit cards, or whatever cards you have with the signature on them. Usually you pay money for something you want with those cards instead of cash. So do I. I use them to buy stocks. Money makes money. Are they your cards? No, absolutely not. I have had to be creative in order to survive in this world. That's to say, if you want to succeed, you've got to collect money to make more money. Therefore, I collect money from other people. Banks collect money, funds collect money, insurance companies collect money, and even churches collect money. I'm no exception. So you can think of me as a kind of money collector. In my opinion, it's a money game. In addition, I make imitation currency, which is called counterfeit money, like forged notes, even checks sometimes. I prefer calling it money art though. Did you actually manipulate stocks? Nothing is wrong with short selling. In fact, I just managed my investment strategy. Money is made quickly between pump and dump. What are you planning to do in the future? Recently, I have become interested in virtual money, or what people sometimes call electronic cash or network money. It's the gateway to a new world of open markets. No banks, no transaction fees, and no need to give your real name. Ooh la la.
Oh la la! Yeah, nice. Yeah. My gosh, quite a lot. Yeah.
Signature.
Autograph. Mm-hmm. a musician, just an artist, an actress, an actor. I don't know. No idea. I mean, their signature, or how can I say that? Uh, I don't know. Mhm. Really? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, here you go. Wow, interesting. A kiss? I don't know. Love? Ah, yeah, I understand now. Yeah. Uh-huh. The breast. I've seen a lot of crazy things, you know. Yeah, agreed. Can I take a selfie with you? Because I'm not interested. I'm not interested on autograph, okay? I just want a selfie. I'm just here next to you, you know? I want to be famous. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cash. Counterfeit. Strategy.
Mm.
No questions? No? Okay. then we will move on and
Maybe
yep.
how do you see model in I don't know in 5 years according to his current profession?
Shiny, did you imagine what he would be doing or be like in Oh, sorry, Shiny, did you imagine what he'd be doing or what he might be like in 5 years? There are several possibilities, of course.
Yeah, I just want to know the end of the story, you know.
Any ideas, Jessie?
Sorry, I wasn't following. Could you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, what do you think might happen after this newspaper interview, this reporter's interview? I mean, was it a reporter interviewing him?
Oh, I was just reading it, and he will surely go to jail.
Okay, that's one
You
end
know,
of the story.
it's a very serious offense. You know, this embezzlement. So of course, it's he should be punished for this.
Well, he has to be caught first. That's the problem with embezzlement, especially nowadays. Very difficult to catch these people. They tend to run away to these sort of tax havens. Panama, I have heard, is a favourite place.
Where?
Panama.
Oh, Panama.
Panama.
Yeah, we say Panama. Seemingly there are many financial misdemeanors carried out, and then suddenly the person will end up in Panama. I don't know why, but
Tax heaven. Tax heaven.
yeah, it's a tax haven, and but some embezzlers from other countries, for example, from Russia, they go to the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep, and trying to
They're,
catch them.
they're, ah, I
Now, I
see.
don't know if you've heard about these new papers that have come to light. They're being called the Paradise Papers. Not about embezzlement, but about tax avoidance. Trying
Mm.
to move your money around so you don't pay as much tax. That's a big scandal. The money and scandal seem to go together.
Well, you
And
know,
a lot of.
Oop,
Go ahead.
sorry, Jessie.
oh, perhaps I should type my mic yes before speaking.
It's a good idea in a group, but don't worry too much. We'll
Okay.
sort ourselves out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get involved. Okay, well, I think tax avoidance is an ordinary, let me say, is an ordinary phenomenon nowadays, because you cannot make money if you work according to law and you do everything in fairly. So you know, in fact, I don't know a company who doesn't avoid taxes, who is 100%, you know, following all the rules and laws. You know, this
Yeah.
is okay. You know, if you just bend the law a little bit, it's not very serious. But you know, money embezzlement and money laundering or stuff like that is really serious, and it should be sued by the court. But
Okay, that's interesting what you just said, because there is a difference. If you notice if you read about these, what they're called the Paradise Papers, they're talking about tax
Mhm.
avoidance. Now, tax avoidance is not illegal. It's not.
Hmm.
They're using loopholes.
Loopholes, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
there.
These little loopholes in tax law that says, well, if you've got an offshore company, then you pay your tax in that country, and as long as you've paid it there, you won't be double taxed in your country of residence. However, yeah, against the law or morally wrong, that's what's happening in the British press at the moment. These people are being named and shamed because many of them are politicians who go on about, you must pay your taxes, and they're avoiding the tax. There is one that is illegal, and that's tax evasion. Now, tax evasion is against the law. Okay. So there's a difference between avoidance and evasion. Okay, avoidance, they exploit the tax system. In evasion, they do, they like keep double books, or they don't declare everything that they have made, and that's actually against the law. But embezzlement is something different. Embezzlement is absolutely against the law, and generally it's often to do with financial transactions carried out in different countries, moving money around, telling people that they're investing in something, and you're not investing their money at all. You're just spending it. You're investing it in yourself. Monique, what were you trying to say?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I agree. No, actually, it's. I was thinking about that problem in Panama recently. I mean, a lot of countries, people just involved in that big scandal, but it's incredible all what they are doing with the money. I mean, they know how to do that. And we're talking about lots of money, but everyone. I mean, people from different countries are involved. So.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, money laundering is something slightly different in that money laundering is usually carried out to get money.
Another illegal businesses.
Yeah, that's it. So you've got money that you're making from crime, and you need to turn it into clean money. You need to wash it, launder it, so that suddenly you can start spending it. Literally, yeah, absolutely. And what you often do, money laundering schemes are very clever quite often. It's one of the reasons I don't buy from street vendors. I don't buy from people who come up to my table in a restaurant offering to sell me stuff. I just don't do it. I don't buy door to door either, because a lot of these places are running money laundering schemes. Yeah. Buy a dozen red roses and pretend to sell them for £10 each. Put it through the books. Suddenly you've got clean money. That dozen roses, you threw them in a bin. You didn't even try to sell them. Or you gave them to people to go and sell. You might make some money out of it, but the rest of it you bin it, and suddenly that money has been laundered. So, yeah, it's slightly different. Embezzlement is more trying to defraud people. So to embezzle, to defraud, and to take money that's not yours, often from a company. Now, have a look around on the desk and behind the desk and see if you can see any of the clues from the picture. Tell me what you can see, if you can see anything on the desk and behind the desk here. Okay? Have a little wander round. Ah, that's for you to tell me. You'll have to.
You mean coins? And what is on the table?
Yeah, on the table, behind the. It's not a table, remember, it's a desk.
The desk.
On the desk, behind the desk, in the corner, maybe.
Coins.
Yeah, there's some coins.
Notes.
There's a note, yeah, some money.
Bills.
Yeah. What is the note next to? Yeah, suitcase. One word. Yeah, there's a suitcase. So somebody's going to do a runner. To do a runner.
And also the petty cash.
Ah, where's that?
Just in front. Oh my gosh. Let me check the. In front of him, almost. Or.
In front of who?
Yeah. The keyboard. Just next to or in front of the keyboard.
In front of the keyboard. Petty cash? Keyboard? Cash? No, I can't see any cash in front of the keyboard. Are you sure? Walk to it. Show me where you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the case. I'm talking about the
The
case, just in
suitcase.
front of the.
Okay. Okay.
No, the cake. I mean, no, the petty cash is not what is inside that box, or it's like a metal box.
In
It's
the
what we call
corner.
that, right?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
mean
in the
in the
corner.
corner. That's not a
Almost
metal
in
box.
front of the
What do
key.
we call it? Do you know what we call it? It is in the list of. It is in the vocabulary list. It's number
Here we
1.
will just put the petty cash. No? Or I'm confused about it.
I think you are. Yeah. So what we've got
Hey,
here. Okay. You mean over here? Yeah.
Where? I know that the safe.
The safe. Yeah. So there's a lot of cash in front of the safe. Absolutely. And there's bits of cash in front of the suitcase. It looks like somebody's tried to stuff money into the suitcase to do a runner. You want it all? Well, let's see. Do you think he gets away with it? Jessie thinks he goes to jail. Shiny, what do you think? Do you think he gets away with it?
You can see how old he is. I mean, he's good at it. He know where to do a runner. I mean,
Okay.
he knows where to go.
So you think he's planned
He's a-
this, yeah? He's planned it well. What about you, Monique? Do you think he'll get caught? Will he get away with it?
Eventually, but maybe he will make a lot of money first.
Yeah.
Yeah, as always, you know. So, and maybe he will just put his money in some of those tax haven places, and he will just pay some years in jail, and after that, he will enjoy that money. That's all.
Wow. Okay. So you think he'll
It
just...
happens, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
It's the same with politicians. It's the same, you know. No, just a few years in jail, and after that, yay! I need my. I just want to enjoy my money. Oh,
Well,
okay.
you know that if
Unbelievable.
they find the money, they can take the money. If the authorities find, if he's caught and they find the money,
But if it's at a tax haven, maybe not,
yeah, that's
because
the
they are
thing.
really clever, you know, just to hide that
Yeah,
kind of money. I mean,
yeah. I
when
mean,
we are talking
there are
about
several
about-
places which you can put money into a safe deposit box, and there's no paper trail. They try to follow
Yeah.
the paper trail. Yeah. But yeah, if they can't find the paper trail, you can never find their money. Yeah. Well, they do sometimes. They do sometimes. But
or part of the money, but not all of the money.
yeah. So, do you know what kind of crime this is called? Okay, because it's not really a violent crime, is it? Do you know what kind of crime it's called and what kind of criminal he is? Any ideas? It is fraud, and he would be a fraudster. If you notice in the picture, it says fraudster missing. Yeah. But there's a special word, and it's normally to do with work. The sort of word that we use with work. We've talked about it before. You have blue-collar workers, people who work with their hands. What other kind of workers do you have? People in management and working in the office.
White collar?
White collar, yeah.
White
It's
collar?
a white-collar crime.
Mm.
Okay. And it's a non-violent crime which involves lots of deception. Okay, and it's usually business related or within some kind of official capacity, government, that kind of thing. Yeah. So fraud, embezzlement, tax evasion,
Mental.
counterfeiting. It's often white mental violence. Well, yes, there is that, especially to the people who lose their money. I mean, often they're just normal investors, quite often not with not that much money to lose, but somehow they're convinced that they can make 100% in a year on an investment. Then they find out somebody's making money, but it's not going to be them. Okay, so I'm going to share another picture with you because Monique wants to know what happens to him. Okay, so this picture will tell the end of the story. Okay, I won't be putting it in the topic as a vocabulary challenge. I thought I'd save it for this session. Okay, so it's called The Embezzler 2 because I couldn't think of another name. And the same rules apply. Keep it for your personal use. Don't share it, please. Okay. Okay, Jessie, take the mic.
Well, as I understand, white-collar crime and embezzlement are almost the same. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. Any financial, business-related or government-related crime that doesn't involve violence, we call it white-collar, usually to do with finance, and it's a white-collar crime. If you just Google white-collar crime, because white-collar workers are the people who work in an office, are the people who work in management. They're called white-collar workers. Okay.
Yeah, in both cases, in cases of embezzlers and people committing this crime, so in both cases, money is at their disposal. Is at their disposal because they work for an organization.
That's it. And
Yeah.
when people have a lot of money on their desk, it's not their money, but it's so tempting. And then
Yes.
you know, you've got all these.
It's hard to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like ka-ching. Okay. Okay, Monique is laughing. Why are you laughing, Monique? You've seen the picture.
I knew it. He's enjoying that money.
But what's happened to him?
But
So
he's
try to
at
describe
the
the picture.
customs desk or counter, and that would be because he needs to support the where is this money come from, you know, because the authorities will ask, okay, so
That's it. He's been asked.
how do you get this money? How do you earn this money? So
Yeah, he's been asked. He's been stopped at customs. Yeah, he's been stopped. That's what we say at customs, and asked to open his suitcase. Yeah.
is he about just to bribe the police, the agent, because
The
he
customs
has
agent.
an
Yeah.
envelope, the customs agent, because he has an envelope behind him, so it looks like he's trying just to
He might be
do
saying,
something.
"Oh,
I
I wonder
him
what's in
or-
this envelope. Would you like to have a look?" Maybe he's trying to bribe. Yeah, a bribe.
Yeah.
That's also against the law, of course. Bribery is against the law. Oh, Jessie's crashed. So, Shiny, can you see the picture as well? What can you describe is happening in the picture? There's several things going on, isn't there? Number 30 is the bribe. It's a brown paper envelope. Okay.
To whom?
Probably
Yes.
he's going to
Officer?
try to bribe the customs agent.
But I think that you say special agent, not that
Not a
policeman?
special agent, no. Special agent is more
FBI, sounds like that.
yeah. He's just a customs agent. He's probably on a very low wage, so you know he might be open to persuasion if there's enough money in that envelope.
But I think that customs agents would want the 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 money, the suitcase with money, right?
They might.
Compared to just an envelope, if he really accepted,
Possibly.
I mean, he
We don't know.
rather accept. Yeah.
You think he'd take the lot?
Yes.
Shiny, you have a criminal mind. Okay, so in the corner you can see somebody in the right hand side. What is she doing?
She's withdrawing money from the ATM.
Yeah, from the cash machine, from the hole in the wall, the ATM, the automated teller, the cash dispenser as well. Good. But what about to the left of her, just before the doors? What's happening there? Just in front of the windows, doors. Yeah,
Really?
what's happening?
An idiot, Shiny, because I know what he's doing.
Any ideas, Shiny? Yeah, number 2726. What's happening?
A lady is giving a coin to a man.
That's 23,
What?
24.
What?
Okay, so what's happening at the front of the picture then? So she's giving a coin or some coins to a gentleman. What's he doing? So she's giving him money. What is he doing?
He's asking for money.
Yeah, what do we call that when you ask for money like that? Yeah?
Begging?
Yeah, that's it. He's begging. He is begging. And what do we call people who beg?
Beggar.
Beggars.
That's it. Yeah, he's a beggar. And she's giving him some money. But no, go on. Monique, I think you've seen the right part of the picture. Behind them, 26 and 27, what's happening there, Monique?
There's just a guy trying to steal. No, actually, he's stealing something from his bag.
Yeah, yeah. There's a guy. What do we call people who do that? It's not an embezzler.
It's not a shoplifter, but it's I forgot the name.
Yeah,
who
we did
said
the
that?
shoplifting before, but this
Yeah,
isn't
of course,
shoplifting.
there's shoplifting.
Jesse,
this
take
is-
the mic. Can you think of what he's doing?
A robber or thief.
He is a thief,
Yeah,
but he's not robbing him because he's not using any kind of violence.
Sleeper, something like I forgot the name.
Okay.
He's a pickpocket. Yeah?
Pickpocket.
Sometimes called a dipper because they dip into your handbag. They dip into your pocket with their fingers and they.
And I know April knows about this a lot.
Yeah. So do I
Because
now.
it's-
It happened in Rome. It happened to me in Rome, but I got.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I gave her a little slap on the wrist. She had her finger. Yeah, she had her hand in my bum bag, in my bum bag, that's around my waist. Yeah, and I just went, get off. They tried a distraction. There was a gang of them. They were like little munchkins. They were like little kids. They were only kids, and they rushed onto the underground train that we were taking out of Rome, and pushing and shoving. And so I immediately put my hand on top of and there was her little paw and I just, get off, get out. And then hubby was like, what's going on? I said, they're dippers. And he went, oh God, go away. Shiny, take the mic. Luckily they didn't do anything really bad. I mean, it can get dangerous, of course, but they were just little kids, like little rats. So, Shiny.
Yes, you are a brave woman. Because there was a news about a Japanese guy about in his 20s, and he met a pickpocket, and that person stole his iPad some digital machines, and he chased after him, and he was killed by that person and his how to say, his
Tragic.
not
He's dead.
co-worker.
Yeah. I mean,
So
it's not worth it's not worth confronting these people. As I say, I didn't try to. I could have grabbed hold of her and shouted "police, police," but I'm not that brave. As I say, she got a slap on the wrist, and they got the sweeties out of my pocket, because I always put sweets in my pocket. I figure if they're going to go in there, then they might as well get some sweeties. I don't keep anything of value in my pockets when I'm in a big city, but I do put sweeties in there. I probably thought I was mad, but I said, "Hey, they got some sweeties. They can have a sweetie each." But there you go. I would recommend it as a tactic.
Silly.
It's just the way I am. So yes, a pickpocket. And you'd get them at airports and in train stations and in the metro, the bus stations. You can spot them in every big city. They are endemic. Okay. So what's happening at the customs desk? There's our embezzler, and he's been stopped by the customs agent. He's been asked to open his suitcase. He's got a bribe behind his back. Do you think he's going to get away with it?
Yep.
You think the customs agent's going to go, "Yep, thank you very much. Have a nice day."
Okay, just go. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Look at his face. I know he looks bored. So I don't know. Maybe just a few thousands would be okay for him.
He does look a bit disreputable. It doesn't even look like he's had a shave today, does he?
Yeah. No. you need another life. You know. You can just start something different from now on.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, look, you've got the picture with the numbers. Now, if you want to, you can. I'll open it up again. I think it's still open, but I'm not sure. If it's not, I will open it. And if you want to, you can either put in your. Yeah, I've opened it. Okay. Put in the numbers like Nina did. Okay. Or you can write a little story like Shiny did. Okay. But that's up to you. If you do, I'll correct it for you. I'll give you the correct answers to all the numbers. I'll correct your little story. If not, don't worry about it. It's not homework. It's up to you. All right?
Okay.
Any questions about the picture? Anything you're not sure of the name of something in there when you look at it?
I don't get it. Where should we write down our story or answer?
In the same vocabulary challenge, number 78. Okay.
So you are going to open that.
Yes, it should be
topic
open
again.
now. It should be open now if you go there.
Okay. So
Might have to
what's
refresh.
Okay.
What is 15? Are you talking about the flowers or the telephone? Or
Ah,
the
no, they're
phone?
talking
What
about the little machine, and that's not a telephone.
Ah.
She's putting her card in there, so it's yeah.
Okay.
It's an electronic payment terminal. It's a terminal, okay,
Oh,
or a
okay.
card reader.
A
It's
little bit big.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the heck is that?
I think they're trying to
big.
say, yeah, I think they're trying to say, oh, look at this. It's this is what we want the number for.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, nowadays they're tiny, aren't they? I mean, waiters just have
Yeah.
them and bring them to the table now, which is really cool because you don't have to
Exactly.
give them your card anymore. Any other questions before we finish?
And just to be sure, number 20.
Okay, yeah. What do you think it is?
I would say that it's a banner with with all the how can I say that? The currencies and
So it's a foreign currency display, or because normally they're not posters. They normally change because foreign currency it varies from hour to hour. So they don't print
yeah.
them out. They normally have them in a display, a bit like the displays you get your flight numbers on and your boarding pass and your boarding numbers on. So I'd call it just a foreign currency display. Okay.
Uh,
I mean, these foreign exchange booths, they're in all airports nowadays, and but they're really expensive way to get your currency. Um, I love the euro because, nowadays when we travel to France or Italy or Spain or even over to other European countries, if they have the euro, there's none of that nonsense. But hubby got caught out. He went to Denmark and he didn't realise they're not in the Eurozone. They're not part of the Euro. And he went with Euros and he got caught out because they wanted kronas, of course. So he had to exchange them. Let's have a look. 19. Yeah, that's the foreign exchange booth or the foreign exchange office, you could call it as well. Okay. And 21. That's, 21. It's a little kid spending money. So what do we call the money children get?
allowance or what?
That's a very American term, yeah. This is allowance,
Sorry.
I would allow. Yeah, no, that's fine, allowance. But that's sort of North American English. We have a special name. It's got the word pocket in it again.
Yeah,
Pocket money.
pocket money.
Yeah, he's spending his pocket
I
money.
remember Seb. She uses that word a lot.
Yeah,
Pocket money.
that's it. Okay. Okay, so you should have all the vocabulary you need, but as I say, it's up to you, and hopefully we'll be able to speak about it next week. Okay, so we'll carry on this theme next week, depending on the feedback I get on the forum. Jessie, take the mic.
Yes, thank you. I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling with having access to this material. I
Okay.
followed your link. I followed the link, and
Got you.
the site requests me
You're
to
in.
log in.
Yeah.
So I enter my username and password, but it says that this
You're in.
address doesn't.
You're in.
So
Try again.
what's the problem? Huh?
Try again.
Try again.
Yeah.
Yes, I try. So my username and password are the same as for LEO network website. Yes.
For the Learn English forum. Yeah. So if you've logged into the forum,
Mm-hmm.
then it should work now.
Announcement. Okay, so each week, so announcements. Then I go to vocabulary challenge 81. Yes.
78.
78.
Yes. 81 is this week's. We don't do this week's. Deadline before next Friday, Shiny. Okay, because you've already got the picture. So there's no deadline for. It's not like the normal vocabulary challenge, this one. Okay. Deadline by next Friday. So any luck, Jessie? Have you managed to get in?
Well, I go to our Moody site, and then I click the link. Yes.
Okay, you're in the forum, yeah? The Learn English forum.
Yes.
Okay. Then you go to
Okay.
vocabulary challenge in groups. So the top
70.
menu.
I went to 78. Is that
Yep,
right?
That's it, yes.
Okay, then.
And then you just scroll down, and where it says leave a comment, you just write your answers or you write your little story. Okay?
I see. So where is the material that you posted?
I gave it to you here. It should be in your inventory. Did you not receive it?
No.
Ah, then you probably have no idea what we're talking about. That's very interesting. It's basically the picture I shared. Okay. And
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I saw the picture. I saw the
Good.
picture. Yes.
So the second picture, the one with him at the airport, that's what you're going to write about. You can either do the vocabulary list, okay? So I think it's from 15 to 30, or you can write a little story, or both if you want to, okay?
Okay. Okay, I'll try. Thank you.
Yeah, good. Normally we don't do that. It's normally the vocabulary challenge is the vocabulary challenge. But I thought as this was like a little story from when he's stealing the money to getting caught, then you can decide. You can decide whether he goes to jail, whether he's caught, whether he gets away with it and flies off to Panama.
Better to go jail. Better to go to jail. Just imagine how people whom this money belongs to, how they feel. You know,
Exactly.
they
Yeah.
feel sad.
But the story is up to you. Okay, I've got a sneaking suspicion
Yeah.
what will happen with Shiny. Okay. So anyway, I'd better go. I'll be in Discord at 5. Don't forget the time has changed. Now, Shiny, you asked a bit about Discord earlier. What you can do if there's a session in the calendar that I'm running and I'm not there, do go to Discord or the forum and just send me a personal message. Okay, just send me a direct message. Normally, I get notifications on Discord, so if I'm having any problems, even if I can't get in on my PC, I can usually reply using my phone on Discord. Okay, and if I don't reply, then you'll know I'm stuck somewhere and I've got absolutely no internet connection. Okay? Good. It's one of the ways that we're going to use Discord in the future as a sort of quick way of contacting me, because Skype doesn't work very well in that respect, and Discord works extremely well with notifications, and it doesn't take up loads of bandwidth. In fact, they've just released a new version of the app which is even lighter in how much bandwidth it uses. So you recommend Ozark on Netflix? Yeah, it's good, is it?
Yeah, because it's about money laundering.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's, oh my gosh, but it's really, really nice. And yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
But
I'll look
I
at
highly
that.
recommend that. So if you wanna, because literally it shows how that works. I mean, because in also the name, because it's that way they had to wash the money.
Yeah, to launder
So
the
it's
money, yeah.
exactly. So it's really interesting, and yeah, just
Sometimes
I don't know.
we
I'm
don't get these because, of course, I've got German Netflix, although it should be
oh,
the
it's an American one.
Yeah, well, I'll look. I'll see if it's there. But sometimes people go, "Oh, watch this on Netflix," and I go to Netflix and I try to find it,
Yeah,
and it's not.
same happens to me.
Yeah, it's not there. It's like what? So much for global.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but anyway, I will definitely look that up. Sounds good. Indeed, sounds good. Okay, super. Okay, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed the session, and we'll see each other either next week or in TGIF later. If not, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you next week. Okay, you're welcome. Bye. You too. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Bye bye, bye girls.
Hi, it's Lynn here from the Learn English Network, and as you can see, we're in the reception office part of the sim at the academy. I just asked everybody if they read my message, and there was complete and total silence.
On Discord? But in Discord or where? Because
No, in group chat. You should have a message from me in group chat, LEN members group chat. It should be
today, yeah.
notification top
I
right.
received it.
Ah,
Yeah.
good.
I got it.
Okay, when you get sent a message, even if you're offline in group chat, if you've got your permission set up, you'll get a notification about it. If not, if you don't have those permissions set up, when you log in, they'll appear in the top right corner of your viewer. Okay, and the only way to get rid of them is to click on close. Okay, so for example, Jessie just sent me a message. I didn't read it, Jessie, because we're talking in nearby chat. Okay, that way everybody can see what you write. The only time we use private messages if we're playing a game and or we're doing a test and I ask you to send me your answer in private message, just so other people can't copy your answer. So can you type hello in nearby chat, Jessie? Can you see it? It should be like a little speech bubble called conversations. Control plus T will
Hello.
work as well. Control.
I'm trying to find the message you sent us.
Well done.
Oh, what are you doing in the forum?
Well done. Yeah.
Oh
Well
my
done.
God, she's
You made
followed
it.
us here! Oh no!
She's just
The
following
forum woman's
us.
followed us here! Well done, you made it. Oh my
Hello.
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, Jessie.
You made it.
It's not a message I sent in the forum, it's a message I sent in Kitely. On Monday, I added you to the group, LEN members, and that means you can receive group messages. Now, in your viewer, where you can see all this, everything around you, at the top right, you should see a little icon or a little button. I've cleared mine already. And you should see group messages or message from group or something. Can't remember what it says. But if you click on it, you'll get any messages that have been sent to the LEN members group. Okay? Shiny, have you read the message? I know sometimes you get lag.
You mean where to meet?
Yeah,
where
where
to
to meet
in
and
that-
what the topic today is, yes. Did you find it? Okay, the other thing you can do, Jessie, is there's a button with two little people on it called People, Friends, Groups and Nearby People. Now the control for that is Control, Shift and A.
Let me find first. Oh my God, so many buttons.
I know.
Where's the button?
Well, my buttons tend to be different places because your vocabulary challenge will be. The last few weeks we were talking about pets and exotic pets, but now we're swapping to vocabulary challenge 78, and I've given you the link there. Now, if you can't get in, it means you've got to join the vocabulary challenge group. But this session is generally we deal with vocabulary challenge topics, so it's worth either having a go or just keeping an eye on it and looking what's happening there. All right. So let me see. Kevin had a go, Nina had a go, and Shiny had a go. Shiny, you did a great job. So what I'd like to do is first get Shiny to read her corrected version. Is that okay, Shiny? If you'd like to read that out loud?
Yes.
Okay, so what Shiny did was followed the instructions. And I gave everybody a picture to look at in the Moodle groups, okay, on our Moodle page. And what I'll do now, just to be nice, I'll share that picture with you, okay? Oh, I can hear, don't forget to mute. It's very thumpy, Jessie. So I can
Yes.
Oh,
So, yeah, don't forget to mute. Mute, unmute, mute, unmute. That's the main thing, okay? So, let me just close that down. There you go. Yeah, the link is, okay, I'll put the link here. There you are. The link is in nearby chat now. Okay. Oh, trying to close that down. It's always difficult. There you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is share a picture with you. Now, Jessie, you might not be familiar with this, but what I do is I take a picture out of my oh, you can't open it. Okay, it's a okay. It's a link to an external website. Okay, it's in the forum. So if you're not able to open it, it might mean you're not a member of the Vocabulary Challenge group, in which case go here and apply to join. Okay. Okay, so the picture is to do with the topic from that vocabulary challenge. Okay. Now I would ask you not to reshare it because I'm allowed to share it with students, but it's not for general publication. Okay, so keep it in your own files, own folders, personal use if you wish. Don't share it online. Okay, so there you go. Move them around so it looks like two people's head and shoulders standing next to each other. Okay, but try Control Shift A. So Control Shift A, and it will pop up.
Control. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
there are usually
Control.
Yeah, there are usually shortcuts. So Control T.
Control T. Okay.
Okay, that will show you nearby chat. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so here is nearby chat. And that everybody can read that, okay? And then Control plus Shift plus A will bring up people. And there you'll see groups.
Groups, yes, I see groups.
Good. You should see LEN members.
LEN, yes, I see.
And if you double click on that, or click, I'm not sure if it's a one click or a two click. Okay, then you should see any group notifications. Okay.
Oh. It says in Russian that I'm in this group now.
Yep.
If I just click on the exclamation mark nearby this LEN members.
Yep.
So, I see there's an URL.
That's right. Yes. Okay, so what I do, that's it, exactly, Shiny, yes. So what I do, when I remember, I try to send you a group notification before the session so that you know what the vocabulary